at using adjustment layers to create this starburst effect that we have on the Tower of Madness game badge icon. I created the general shape using the custom shape tool, and I flattened that layer. Here's my new badge layer. So I'm going to use the adjustments panel to add a hue saturation adjustment layer. Let's see, that's hue saturation. Click on that. And notice that if we just leave it there, it's going to affect all the layers beneath it. So we don't want that to happen. So we're going to Alt Option click between the two layers to have it affect only the first layer beneath it, our icon here. So let's not worry about the color for now. We have clicked colorize so that we see the effect, but we're going to move over to the mask itself. And here I've clicked on the mask in the adjustment layer and opened up the mask panel. And basically the way masks work is that everything that is white allows the mask to show through, and everything that is black will stop the effect. So I'm gonna start off by using my marquee tool to create a circle that's going to basically represent the area that we want to show through. So that's about the right size, about a little smaller than the size of the icon. And now I'm going to inverse, using select inverse, I'm going to inverse the selection so that everything outside the circle is selected, and I'm going to fill that with black. Notice how that has changed here. And essentially that officially says to Photoshop, everything outside the circle I want the effect not to show through. I'm going to select and inverse that back to the inside of the circle and make sure that that is filled with white. So I've set up those two, the mask parameters. I can Command D to turn off the selection tool. I can now move back to the hue saturation panel and actually get the right color. I'm going to do this by eye. So essentially I'm going to pump up the saturation, move this over to like an orangey, yellowy color, and that's good. Make it a little darker. So that looks about right. But of course, we do not have this soft fading effect on the edges that we want. So here's where the mask comes in handy. I move back over to my mask, and I can now feather the edges of my mask as much as I like, and that looks nice and soft there. I may find that this is actually a little large, the mask circle, so I can always command click on the mask to select it, and then I can literally scale down the size of the mask, and there I think that looks even better. So that's the kind of control I have over this adjustment. I can do everything to the mask, feather it, scale it, change the colors, and of course this will work with all these other adjustments, and I can always decide to get rid of it, and there's my original non-changed object that is available to me because we use a non-destructive technique.